All right, so we're getting beyond simple interest. We're going to look at compounding interest. But before we get stuck into how compounding interest works, what it is, why it is, we just need to hit the pause button and we need to look at how we drive our calculators to do this, okay? So this is just a quick rundown of how we do the functions on the calculator for compounding interest. All right, so if you look at your calculator, there will be a button up in the functions area. In this one, it's that y to the x, okay? So it'll be y to the x or maybe even x to the y. For some, it is this. It's like just an upward little arrow kind of hill like that. It might be, depending on the brand, like it might have that, you know, or x to the that kind of thing. Okay, locate that now. Make sure you know where that is, because in the test I can't tell you. All right, you've got to be familiar with how to drive this thing before you walk in the door. So how do we use it? Well, basically, 2 squared is 4. Yeah, that's easy. 2 times 2. 3 squared is 9. That's easy because 3 times 3. Squared means timesing it by itself twice. But what's 3 to the power of 7? At the top of my head, I don't know how to do that. So I'm going to go 3. And to have a look, so when I hit that button, it has the little upward arrow there. That's the sign for to the power. To the power of 7 is 2,187. Now, obviously, I can't do that in my head, but that's what it's done is it's multiplied 3 by itself 7 times over. Okay, let's pick something weird. What if I got 1.259 to the power of 8? Okay, so 1.259 to, not that one, 1.259 to the power of 8 is 6.313, close enough. Okay, so that's how we can raise anything to any power. All right, now let's have a look at the kind of mechanical working you need to do for the compounding interest formula. You'll need to do things like this. 56 times 1 plus a decimal, say then to the power of 6. All right, now you can just feed all of this into the calculator in one go. So we go 56 times, open the bracket, 1 plus 0.2, close the bracket, to the power of 6 equals 167.215. Okay, let's do another one. 3.88 bracket 1 plus 0.022 to the power of 15. All right, so we go 3.88 times bracket 1 plus 0.022, close the bracket, power button, 15. So that's 5.378, close enough. Okay. All right, let's do one more. What if I had 5,000 to the power of 1 plus 0.061 to the power of 7. Okay, 5,000 times bracket 1 plus 0.061, close the bracket, to the power of 7. That's 7,567.94. Okay, Before we go any further, you need to know how to drive that. Okay, like I said, you can't put your hand up in the test and ask me how the calculator works unless you can do these steps. Something times a bracket, stuff inside the bracket, and then the whole bracket's to a power. Unless you can do that, you cannot do the compounding interest question. Okay? So, go practice.